So this morning I have to drive, I think roughly 700 kilometers going to the south of Germany to go to the main office where I work for. I'm going to pick up 2 colleagues, and according to the navigation system, because I put everything into the system, we're going to have 2 stops, one at Ionity and one that's mentioning here Porsche Sales Marketplace, but I guess I will get something else in the neighborhood. And we will be arriving at 15%, but I think my second stop will take a little bit longer because it's mentioning that I only have to do a 10-minute charge or a 10-minute charge. Well, I'm gonna take a little bit more because then I have also something on the end destination. We'll take you through everything. At the moment the system is mentioning we can do 525 kilometers on this battery charge. We started out at 100% this morning, and yeah, very curious how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a reality check because a lot of people are always online and putting the making tests based on standard speeds and everything else. So we're going to do a drive in Germany. We're going to have roughly 70% it's on the German highway. So I guess with not going into the no speed limit zone, but in this case I think we will be doing an average what's normal on German Autobahn. It's like, I guess it's 140, 150, then you're joining the flow. And then we will also see what the average usage of this car will be on this long distance. Very curious to see what it will bring, this car, because it's my first longer drive with the Zeekr 7X Privilege, and hopefully it will not disappoint me during this day. And yes, looking back to my my previous car, it was a Skoda Enyaq 80X, so that's also a 4-wheel drive. With that car I could do in these temperatures because it's a little bit higher right now for the time of the year. We're speaking about 14 degrees Celsius over here in the Netherlands. Normally the Skoda would do roughly, I guess, or not guess, I know it was around about 300 kilometers when we were at a 100% charge, and then I had to do charging, and that would be 300 kilometers is from here. It's roughly, guess it's in the neighborhood of Köln in Germany, and that's, yeah, and then before you get it on 80% again with these temperatures, it would take roughly 45 minutes to get to do that. I could proceed with the journey. So that is one of the reasons why beginning of this year beginning of 2025 I choose the 7X due to the very good mentioning on the high-speed charging. So really curious what it will bring today, and hopefully it gives also all you future owners and also the actual owners a little bit of an insight on when you're not going totally economical with the car, that you also can rely on speed and speed charging and everything what belongs with it. So yeah, hang on. It's going to be, of course, a summary of the complete day until Germany or until Göppingen, where I'm going today. And hopefully, yeah, it will also give all you guys a little bit of an insight. If you like this, then also yeah, thumbs up please. It will help also grow my channel, and of course subscribe. At the moment I have a difference in navigation system. The original system is just mentioning my end destination, and it isn't showing any traffic at the moment. And when I go to the original or the Zeekr App 2 system, it's shown already here on the map that there is a traffic jam, and it's taking approximately, I guess, 2.5 to 3 kilometers. But that's one of the differences, and possibly it's just an adjustment, but I don't know. So a little bit of a feedback at the moment. We're driving now 2 hours approximately. The distance is 150 kilometers so roughly, and we're doing an average of 26.6 kilowatts. So for my opinion it's not really horrible. So just for the information, at the moment we're at Ionity charging station, and this is a 350 kilowatt charging point. I'm the only one. Beside me there's somebody else. But the stupid thing is we're on 175 right now, so still very fast, but 275 kilometers into our today drive. We just had a charge up. Unfortunately, it's only 175 kilowatts. I guess it took roughly 20 minutes to get it from, it was 22% and now we're back on 80%. So it's absolutely not horrible when I compare it to my previous car. To be honest, now you have a little bit the time to eat something and also to drink something instead of just running around in the fuel station and going back to your car. So, but overall, it's very positive from my end, and yeah, like the way how it goes. And we're going to have another charge within 242 kilometers. As you possibly can also see on my screen over here. It's mentioning that we're going to charge for only 13 minutes, but we're going to make it a little bit longer because then I don't have to charge again at the end destination, and I can leave that out for a few days. So just a little bit of a recap now. It's 15 degrees over here. It's almost 12 o'clock, and it's not bad, that first stint with the usage of the battery capacity. So just for the fun to show you, you can also do cruise speeds with 160, and then the noise is very low. You hear some wind blowing around the mirrors on the outside. I can get used to this, but unfortunately the Netherlands is very horrible what speeds. Oh, where do you want to go, idiot? Only 100, and then in Germany you're allowed to drive maximum speed. The pity thing in Germany is that they also have regulations on speed right now, and it's going to get more and more throughout the years. So also the nice part of driving fast through complete Germany is a little bit of history, and more also, yeah, so right now we have to go 130. It's a shame, but okay, that's the future. Very curious what speed we're going to get right now. Unfortunately, the speed dropped in the first few seconds, but I don't know what happened. Maybe the energy supply just is going to cut down the power, because there is also an extra car over there. I don't know what reason it is. It's kind of funny. They say 400 max, but I think they mean for everything altogether. Nevertheless, we're gonna stand here for a few minutes, and yes, I think we're gonna take the complete wait until that we have 80%. Still very interesting to see, and that it's quite fast. But nevertheless, average consumption is maybe something good to know. Let me see. On this ride, we now made 511 kilometers, average speed of roughly 100 kilometers per hour, and what can I say more on this one? What did we use? 96% was for the driveline. Cooling fans are open. Oh. So again, a few minutes later, charging capacity right now 238. Yeah. It's fluctuating, but it's keeping quite continuously on 200. It was 210 and then going up to 260. It's doing well. Another 5 minutes and then we're back on 80%. Just wanted to do a fast charge this morning. It was just a short drive to the charger. I'm standing at a 400 kilowatt charger over here in Germany. I'm the only one on this complete parking lot, and there wasn't really a preparation for the battery, and that's also what it's mentioned. Speed is lower due to lower battery temperature, and that is what I directly also see, because the car, I plugged it in. I roughly had a drive of I think 15 minutes, but you can see it also just getting 134 kilowatts at the moment as a charging speed. And that's something good to know for the future. If you want to just have a charge in the morning, then you really should do a little bit longer preparation to get the battery on temperature. But okay, it's not that horrible, but I wish it would be faster. Just looking at the temperature, it's 10 degrees out here at 7:32 in the morning. So we're gonna have another drive back to the Netherlands. It's going to be 670 kilometers roughly. It's estimated on 7 hours and 35 minutes. We're gonna have 3 times we're gonna charge. Temperature is 6 degrees, so it's a Saturday. Hopefully there is not a lot of traffic, so we're gonna use a little bit of the speeds that are possible on the highway over here. So I'll give you a fast summary during the trip on a few moments that we're gonna charge, and also going to give you a few insights on what speeds we can reach on the highway here in Germany. So at the moment it's in the neighborhood of Stuttgart. Fortunately we only are allowed to drive 120. I think also the weather conditions don't speak for driving any faster, but we will keep you up on track and see you in a few seconds. Unfortunately, my microphone dropped out on this one. Do it in this way. At startup, it is 300 kilowatt charger where we were in Germany. It ramped up quite fast, up to 300. According to the car, it was like 13 minutes from the moment that we plugged in until 80%. What you can also see over here, still the charge is roughly at 200 or let's say 300 kilowatts. A few details on the stint of the first part of this morning. Average of 109. We drove 188 kilometers and it took 1 hour and 45 minutes. On the charger I also watched the charging curve, and I think this shows quite nicely how it went to the complete charge. ...341 kilometers, 2 hours, 59 minutes, 31 kilowatts per hour every 100 kilometers. 8 degrees. Second charge of today, it is at an Aldi supermarket in the neighborhood of Köln, Germany. It was written as a 400 kilowatts and a little bit of a bummer. We plug it in and suddenly you see 200 and it maxed out on 200. Was the only one at the charger, 4 chargers, so don't really know why it maxed out on 200. Car was prepared. A little bit of the stint, we drove now 410 kilometers, 3 hours 44 minutes, and it was an average speed of 113 kilometers per hour. Container. Ook. Nou, dan gaan we nu eventjes. Blijzie. 70, 180, 190, 200, bang bang, bang bang, bang bang. For the people, this is Germany. It is. Little summary of the drive today. Almost at home. Have charged 3 times. Third time was required because the second stint, as I would like to call it, has been driving speeds like around 180, 200. Looking at the total use, electricity, it has been on the complete drive from this morning until now, it's 29.7. So that's not that horrible. Specifically the second run where we also had some longer high-speed drives, high-speed runs. It was going up to 33 kilowatts per 100 kilometers. All in all, satisfied. Fortunately, the charging speeds are not always as you would like to have them. So the second charge, it was mentioned as a 400 kilowatt charger. Unfortunately, it maxed out on 200, and I think I made a picture of it, but we'll see. The charging line was from 8% up until 80%. It was like 200 kilowatts continuously. So that was in fact a good run. Looking at the total distance I drove today, will be at home in 25 kilometers. From this morning I already had 631 until this moment, so I will be around about 655 kilometers. That's then done in 6 hours and let's say 20 minutes. Average use 29.7. And really been driving higher speeds than all people always want to show you in average drives and how really economical the car is. But this can really, you can continuously use the left lane in Germany. It's really remarkable with this type of horsepower, and also with the fast charging, that you really don't have to mind to drive economical, because you just can go like hell with this car. Sound and everything, some things that are a little bit annoying is when you come in the range of 200 kilometers per hour, then you hear an alarming noise that you in fact are driving too fast. Funny thing on this one is that after, I think it is 20 seconds, the sound shuts down, so the sound stops, the bonging sound, and only the the remark on your dash will show that you're traveling on a pretty high speed. But that's good. In any case, you're warned. All in all, again, pretty satisfied, to be honest. Yeah, can't compare it, really can't compare it with my previous car, the ENIAC ATX. So even this one, the Zeekr 7X Privilege, it's I can only say yeah. Don't hesitate, get a Privilege. Also, another thing that I experienced yesterday morning, if you think like I'm just going to fast charge the car, then you really have to regulate the battery temperature, so prepare it for fast charging. I've done that yesterday morning. It was like only a 15-minute drive going to the charger. I tried to I activated it. And what I also shown in this movie is that I had a maximum of, it was like 135 kilowatts. The charger was a 400 kilowatt charger. I was the only one there, so temperatures at that moment were like 7 degrees, 8 degrees, I don't know the detail, but that's something you really have to keep in mind. If you want to fast charge, yeah, you have to precondition everything, and then you will get that high speeds. Because throughout this day, I really maxed out the chargers, not the car, the chargers only. So I had one times a charge at a 400, but unfortunately it didn't go any higher than 200. So maybe wrong information online. Third time I charged was at the Dutch Van der Valk. I think it's 150 kilowatts it was, and I also charged on 150 kilowatts, so couldn't go any faster. And this morning, the first charge, don't know it anymore, but I think that was also roughly like, I started at 300 kilowatts, started at 300, and then slowly after 40% it dropped off, going on somewhere around 250. So still remarkably fast. Yeah, it's once again, even with these temperatures, so possibly in summertime you can even go faster. I think only on the preconditioning part, because all the other ones are already maxed out the charges itself. And yeah, to all Zeekr drivers, if you have the possibility to drive a little bit faster, don't worry that your car gets empty fast, because you can also charge fast.
Thank you for following this film, and also if you like it, please thumbs up. If you like to see more and specific things, just write it in the comments, and I will try to do my best to improve or to show you other things that you would like to see. And in the end, if you like it even more, subscribe to my channel and follow the things I do. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.